I had a privilege when I was in a boarding school back in Africa. I had a scholarship to go to France, like for 2 years, to study for 2 years.
Okay.
Host camera, move his mic down just a bit so we can see more of his face.
I'll let you do it. Okay.
There you go. That should be okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
Is mine all right like this?
Yep. I like that.
Mhm.
Guys are doing good. Okay. Do we want to do this?
If you don't think the music's gonna be a problem.
Oh, I thought it was off.
Maybe it is.
I think it is.
Okay, yeah, it's back there, I'm hearing it, okay. Well, if
Great.
you're not hearing it, then it's on.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
All right. So we'll start on a two-shot, which is here, and then I'll follow you. So
Okay.
whoever's talking is who will be live.
Sure. So I figured we would just kind of start with these questions at the bottom to get us going a little bit, and then start at the top.
What are your bottom questions?
Just like describe your hometown in one short word, or do you want me to just start like we're starting?
Honestly, we've kind of forgotten to do that bottom section.
Okay.
And so if you have the time, you guys can do it, or if
Sure.
you feel like we got rolling too late and you don't have the time, you can just go to the end.
Okay. Yeah, let's just start. Yeah, we'll start.
Great. All right.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, just go ahead.
All right, very good. Well, hello everyone. My name is Gabriel Schmidt, and I am a graduate student at the University of Northern Iowa and an intern here in Kirkwood Global Learning, and a very passionate traveler. And today we're talking about all things study abroad, and we are very fortunate to have Melinda here as a guest. So Melinda, if you would, please just tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Molindo Akirembe. I am a student here at Kirkwood Community College. I'm in my second year, and eventually I'm doing business administration, but I'm focusing on human resource management. And when I went for study abroad, that was the whole focus. It was about business.
All right. So you said that you studied abroad for business. So where did you go? When was this? And just tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I went to France, but our journey began in Paris. We stayed there for 1.5 days, and then eventually we moved to Bordeaux, which is another city in France. And that's where we had our final presentation and the project. That's where the project took place.
All right, very good. And was this your first time really going abroad, or did you have a lot of travel experience going in? How was this experience for you, being in France?
The experience was super wonderful, but I'm somebody who has traveled a lot. I've been to so many countries, like 8, 9 countries. But the experience I had with going to France was super great because I had a dream. I always dreamed to go to Paris, to France, and my dream had to be accomplished by going through study abroad project.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic that, you went after your dream and you accomplished that. You went to France. On this study abroad, were there any particular memorable experience or encounters that you had that you would be willing to share?
Yeah, there are a lot of memories, but I'll just mention just few, but there are so many memories. Like when we went to Paris the first day of our trip, we went to the Eiffel Tower, and we went to the Arc de Triomphe, that's a French word, and we went to Champs-Élysées, those are French words, and we went to Notre Dame Cathedral. So those were great experience I had, and great memory that will ever stuck in my mind.
Yeah, and those are a lot of the reasons, as a passionate traveler myself, why we travel internationally. But my experience is there's always ups and downs. There's always some challenges that come with studying abroad, going to a new place, exploring a new culture. So with that, being in France, were there any challenges that you encountered?
Yeah, challenges, of course, we had some challenges, but not quite a lot. When I talk about the metro system in Paris, is quite challenging. And for you, for the first time, you'll be a little bit confused with how the system runs there. But we figured out so quickly. We had to learn so quickly and they adapted to the system. And that was when we talk about language barrier too. Language barrier wasn't quite a challenge to me because I can speak French. And we had one of our colleagues also who spoke French well. He's actually also from DRC Congo. And so we had two people that spoke French. So that's how we kept helping our group to move forward because there were a lot of barriers when it comes to, to the language. But since I knew French, he knew French, it was so excellent.
Yeah, I can see that being very advantageous, being able to speak the local language. All the places I've been, as an English speaker, a lot of the challenges are communication-based.
Yeah.
So I think that's fantastic. And probably, would you say that helped enhance your experience, being able to speak the language and talk to local people?
Yeah, it did. Of course, in French culture, once you meet a French person, the first thing they're going to greet you is bonjour. So as soon as you respond bonjour, they will be very open to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to, by communicating and trying to, to speak one or two words in their language, that makes them to get open and, to help you out.
Well, yeah, that's fantastic. I wish that I spoke another language, and perhaps someday I will learn to do that. So overall, this experience being in France, studying abroad with Kirkwood, how did this experience impact you? And you said that you've been to many countries, but did France have any particular impact on you?
I felt like it helped me grow again. When it comes to experience, we grow on every single day, on daily basis. It's helped me to grow and to communicate more effectively because when I'm in the United States, I don't use, French frequently. I barely use my French skill, but when I went there, my French skill was again up, and because I had a lot of French, speakers that they were trying, to make me speak, although I was with a group of English speakers, but I could switch forth with French, English, but it was so spectacular. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, that always fascinates me, how people are able to switch back and forth like that with their languages.
Yeah, like for instance, sometimes when you go to the store, you want to buy food. If you begin with, you are with your fellow student, they speak English. Of course, you don't want to let them out. You have to use in the first place English. But if the people you are talking to don't understand, you have to switch directly in French. And as soon as they understand what you want, and that's how you make everything so easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you mentioned food in there. How was the cuisine?
The food was I'll say good, but their food, actually I'm from Africa. I'm African descent. I like African cuisine, but I tried some of the French cuisine too, and it was so beautiful. It was so delicious. Like the snail. I don't know if you have ever tried the snail before, but it was my first time to see the snail. I said, who made the snail to become food? But I tried, I tried a little bit, but though I didn't like it, but I tried. It's an experience, and that's what you call experience, studying abroad experience, yeah.
Absolutely, and props to you for trying the food. Yes. I know a lot of people get scared about new cuisines and new foods, but you have to try it to see if you like it.
Yeah.
All right. And this experience, how do you think this impacted other students or perhaps the community that you visited, the places that you went?
I feel like other students learned a lot because we had a lot of teamwork, and we were learning in teams, and also we had to share the cultures, ideas, knowledge, cultures-wise. So they also, learned a lot in terms of culture, in as far as culture is concerned, in as far as experience, knowledge, sharing ideas, and in the community as well, they saw students from different countries all over the world, being together, coming together to solve a business problem. I think it was so positive. It was so great.
Yeah, it sounds like a really amazing experience.
Yeah.
Before we conclude, is there anything else you'd like to share about study abroad in general or about your experience in France?
No, anybody, don't hesitate if you have the opportunity. Just sign for that opportunity and go abroad. Studying abroad is so super great. Just studying abroad is not only about experience, but walking on the streets abroad, buying the food, talking to people, being alive abroad. It's quite an amazing experience. It's not all about the memory. It's all about how you feel alive in a broad situation. You know what I'm saying? So people should sign up. Don't hesitate. Don't look at your money. No, money is not a problem. You have to, if you can.
I couldn't agree with that more.
Yeah.
Take those opportunities, go for those new experiences, and you'll be better for it. Couldn't agree anymore. Thank you, Melinda, for being on here and chatting with us today.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great. Good job, guys.
Good job.
Cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice.
All right. Now we need to make sure we're done recording.
You need to find another career in hosting here.
I don't know about that.